Hello everyone, welcome back to another Umamusume video. Today is the final round for B for the Cancer Cup. Sorry for not recording the video prior to this happening. It was a very crazy tournament day for me. I played the Hololive OCG Global. I don't think they call it EN. I think they just call it OCG Global. It's weird. Yeah, it was like a double tournament day. I was going for the Hako's Bales debut. They short printed them. They didn't send them enough to give it to everyone, even though it was a participation award, and also the winner got extras, and that is the crazy part. Anywho, enough about that. Let's get into the Cancer Cup. How did I do? Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. But I did get some wins out of my butt. And thanks to Sweet Tosho for the most part, and Super Creek. For the most part, that Saiyan Sky was a one-off win. The most wins I have on here are my Sweet Tosho. And we can scroll over here. She has a pretty abysmal win rate with 32 unranked, 6 first place. And Super Creek has 3 first placed, 22 unranked. And this is the one time I ran that. So yeah, I barely made it in time to truly be able to get into the final round of B. It was actually very tough, and I think that was mostly because everyone regrinded their Umamusumes to be able to run on the Emperor's Ensemblage, which is, of course, I did end up training a couple of them on that. And then on top of the fact that there has been so many reports of cheaters this Champions Week. And I mean, it is crazy how much I've been seeing. There's just been Umamusumes with skills that just shouldn't be having. The stats aren't the problem, it's mostly the skills. Having access to very strong gold skills that they should never have in the first place is kind of ruining it for the top echelons, and I expect there to be some cheaters in B as well. Let's hope we roll good heading into the final. Let's look at our lineup. We're rocking out with Manhattan Cafe, Super Creek, and Sweet Tosho. This Manhattan Cafe is newly ran, and I ran her exactly 2 hours before submitting the team, and I think I did a pretty good run of Manhattan Cafe, but first things first, let's go over our competition for today. We have Idiot with Grass Wonder, King Halo, and Ogre Cap, and then we have Conrad with Vodka, Daiwa Scarlet, and Mihono Bourbon. And let's take a look-see at the little special monthly here. Okay. Nexus finally made it here with a total win rate of 16% in the Cancer Cup. They've been pleasing their fans race after race. The competition will be fierce, but they won't let the win slip from their grasp. Let's see what Manhattan Cafe has to talk about. Are you excited heading into the final round? My feelings are like an espresso, highly concentrated. It's this Umamusume's first race here. We now finally have a chance to see her potential in the Cancer Cup. We're excited to see how she coordinates with her fellow runners. It's funny that, yes, I am running this one for the first time, but let's take a look at our compatriots in this race. We have Conrad. Let's go over Daiwa Scarlet. She has 1,200 speed, 815 stamina, 1,152 power, 822 guts, 717 wit, with a turf, medium S, and pace A for skills. On top of having her unique, she has Triumphant Pulse and Cut and Drive. So with the golds being Super Lucky 7, Speed Star, Professor Curvature, and Radiant Star. So she's running on pace. That's interesting. On Conrad's big, I think technically the strongest ace, is Mahono Bourbon. Running front with an S in medium, aim turf, 1200 speed, 931 stamina, 1200 power, 705 guts, 764 wit. When it comes to skills, the two other uniques she has is Red Shift and Cut and Drive, Super Lucky 7, Concentration, Escape Artist, Professor of Curvature, and Radiant Star. Vodka, on the other hand, has 1200 speed, 789 stamina, 1057 power, 629 guts, 808 wit, A all across the boards, running late. When it comes to uniques, A Kiss for Courage is there, but her gold skills are Unruffled, Fast and Furious, Professor of Curvature, and Radiant Star. On to our last... Come on. Idiot King Halo has 1193 speed, 687 stamina, 1145 power, 601 guts, 945 wit. With these skills, it looks like just Prideful King, Super Lucky 7, Fast and Furious, Blinding Flash. This is a sprint skill. Professor of Curvature, Rushing Gale, and Radiant Star. Their best for... No, second best is Ogre Cap Christmas. Ogre Cap Christmas is running A's all across the board with an S in pace, 1200 speed, 673 stamina, 1111 power, 628 guts, 931 wit. When it comes to skills, on top of having the best unique currently, Festive Miracle, she has Gourmand, Professor of Curvature, Rushing Gale, and Radiant Star. Wait a minute. She only has two. She only has two. Am I missing something? Aren't you supposed to have three? No, there's no way the pre-skill for Gourmand counts towards this. It's supposed to be three. You're supposed to be running... I'm scared. That Ogre still has a chance to win, because they probably will pull something out that I have never seen before. But their ace is Grass Wonder with 1200 speed, 739 stamina, 1200 power, 666 guts, 919 wit. And let's look at the skills. Super Lucky 7, Fast and Furious, Dominator, and Radiant Star. They have a couple of debuffs here with Subdued Front Runners, Fluster Kiss Chasers, Speed Eater, Hesitant Front Runners, but for the most part, we're not running any fronts this CM. Okay, let's go over my team now. Starting from the way back, we have Sweep Tosho with 1061 speed, 856 stamina, 1105 power, 455 guts, 1040 wit. A's all across the board, running end. Skills we have in the unique Strive Pulse, Lick Pumps of Iron, and the gold skills are It's On, Daring Strike, Petrifying Gaze, Professor of Curvature, and Go Home Specialist. On the other hand, we have Sweeper Creek with 1200 speed, 743 stamina, 1024 power, 528 guts, 815 wit, 8 in Turf and Pace with an S in medium. And the skills are the following: Shadow Break. And the gold skills are Firm Course Menace, It's On, Dazzling Disorientation, Professor of Curvature, and Swinging Maestro. Pretty normal, all things considered. Finally, we have my Manhattan Cafe, my current ace for this CM, that I made at the last minute, with 1200 speed, 88 stamina, 1106 power, 634 wit, 964 wit, 634 guts. My bad. A's all across the board, running late this time, not end. Her skills are... The extra unique I have is Let's Pump Some Iron, but the gold skills are It's On, Fast and Furious on your left, Professor of Curvature, Refraction Arc, with some debuffs here with Murmur and Shark Gaze. Okay, well, that is all I can talk about for the current tops. Currently, we do have some scary Umas to be wary about, like Diva Scarlet, Mihono Bourbon, Ogre Cap, and I would say Vodka and Crest. Basically, everyone here is scaring me. King Halo especially, because I've ran King Halo before. Sometimes she just wins. And that's scary to me. But without further ado, let's get into the finale, shall we? And let's hold hope. Hold hope. Because that's all we have left.
3番人気にはここまで無敗三冠馬娘オグリーキャップ2番人気を紹介しましょう。ここまで無敗三冠馬娘グラスワンダースタンドに押しかけたファンの期待を一身に背負ってここまで無敗三冠馬娘マンハッタンカフェ1番人気です。
私が一番期待している馬娘気合い入れてほしいですね。
各馬娘ゲートに入って体勢整いました。
And they're off. It looks like we're doing okay so far. We did not get a single late start. And I'm feeling pretty good. We're going to be subduing those front runners, making sure that Mihono Bourbon runs out of her stamina pretty quick. But she's going to start restoring some of that. Unfortunately, all of Manhattan Cafes are usually going to be hitting at the end here. So we're going to have to hope that her last push to the end is pretty good. Fast and Furious is going to hit, Swing Maestro as well. Let's go, let's go. It's kind of funny that we are basically running no front runners in a current front runner dominance, but I chose this path. During Strike into Slipstream, here comes Sweet Tosho. Here comes chasing after you from Manhattan Cafe. Sweet Tosho is still hanging a little back, but now that we're heading closer and closer to this ending here, we're about to set off with Refraction Arc and Professor of Curvature. It's on and closer corners. Here comes Manhattan Cafe. Dominator is going to hit everyone, but so is Petrifying Gaze. Professor of Curvature from Sweet Tosho. Here they come. Here comes Sweet Tosho. Here comes Vodka. Oh! Shoulder to shoulder, who wins here? It looks like it's a Manhattan Cafe. Well, I'll be. Will you look at that? Another gold to our repertoire. Manhattan Cafe achieves the win of the century with her victory at the Cancer Cup finale. A rookie busting onto the scene and winning. Is there anything more dramatic? Our congratulations to her and nuts for the win. Be honest. How are you feeling now? That shadow. I think I caught a glimpse of it up close. It still feels so far away though. That was crazy. As you can see, I was very much in the right to be worrying about Vodka and King Halo here. They were the most formidable in my eyes. B- Unfortunately, if that Ogre Cap simply had her third stamina skill, she would have took the entire thing. And I wouldn't be talking about this that much. I would just go with a simple, yeah, Ogre Cap is really good. She kind of had that in the bag. But unfortunately, I think a little bit of lapse in the judgment of this Ogre Cap's run that left her one less stamina skill, which is unfortunate. But I knew that Manhattan Cafe could get it done. Unfortunately, Sweet Tosho and Super Creek took the last. It took all the way to the back, but at the same time, they just weren't in the best positions at all to really take advantage of everything that was happening there. Thankfully, the Mahono Bourbon was basically debuffed into the sun, and she could not do what she does best. Anywho, that's basically it for today's video. We took home the gold once again. And I'm very happy about that. If you tell me how you guys did, I guess, in the comments below on this Champions Meet. I would like to know, because it's definitely very different for everyone's experience on how this really went for everyone. It's not for the faint of heart, I suppose, because of all the cheaters running rampant. But I'm sure after July's maintenance, hopefully a little things will be patched up, but if it's not, well, that sucks, because we're going to be experiencing this for a while then. Anywho, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.